Welcome to Dr. Lexi's Kitchen. Today I'm going to focus on coenzyme Q10, so CoQ10, and that's for cell energy. So what we've got is grass-fed beef that's going to have no hormones and no antibiotics. And we're going to have some lovely rosemary that has been freshly rained on for my garden, which I absolutely love. So we've got fresh rosemary and lovely spices, and so what I'm going to be doing is basically making a rub homemade. And why I'm doing that is because when you make things homemade like this, you are minimizing the additives and other things that come into jars and pre-packaged spices. So by simply doing it and putting it together by yourself, you're basically minimizing those extra things that we really don't need. All right, so we've got essentially, we have 2 tablespoons of Himalayan pink sea salt, and then we have a tablespoon of paprika. This is actually a smoked paprika from Trader Joe's. It adds a nice, interesting flavor to a little bit of a Cajun flavor to your dish. And then we have a tablespoon of your fresh rosemary. It can also be dried if you'd like. Then we have a tablespoon of basically black cracked pepper. We'll throw that into the bowl. And then we have half a tablespoon of fresh thyme, or dried. And then we also have half a tablespoon of the cracked, basically red chili flakes. All right, so, oh, one more thing. We also have 2 cloves of garlic that I've basically used a garlic crusher to crush the garlic, as you do. All right, so we're gonna throw that into the bowl as well. And then we're gonna mix it. And with that the fresh garlic, it's gonna be kind of sticky, but we wanna make sure that we can do the best that we can in mixing this. And you're gonna see those little balls, that's okay. The cool thing about cooking is things do not have to be perfect. This is just as much an art as it is a science. All right, so when you're satisfied with the way that it's mixed together, and like I said, the chunks are gonna come from the garlic. So I prefer fresh garlic as opposed to just garlic that's been dry powdered. And then also what I'm gonna do, instead of dipping my hands and contaminating the bowl of spices with this steak, I'm actually going to pour the spices onto the plate, because the other dishes, I'm gonna use this to complement the flavors of the steak into the other 2 things that we make. So we'll take our steak and we will make a nice rub, as you do. Get it all nice and covered. Be generous with it. And then we'll let that sit. And we'll do the same thing with this steak. And I'll go ahead and take that out as well. And you know, it's again not perfect, but you just want to get it nice and coated with all your basically fresh goodness. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let the steak sit at room temperature, kind of braising and letting all the flavors get into the meat. And then I'm going to basically clean off this plate and clean this, and we'll get ready for dish number 2 and dish number 3. So stay tuned.